Hello everyone. We will have a recap of chapter number 1, Knowing Our Numbers. So we are going to see three points: Indian International System, estimation, word problems. You can see the place value chart of Indian and International System on your screen. So if you see the placeholders, I'm going to read it for you. We can see ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. Still here, the placeholders are same in both the system, that is in Indian system and international system. So till 10,000, it will be known as same. The same names will be there. As soon as we say lakh in Indian system, it will be known as 100,000s in international system. 1 million when we say, actually it is 10 lakh in Indian system. I will repeat again. When we say lakh in Indian system, it will be known as 100,000s in international system. When we say 10 lakh in Indian system, it will be 1 million in international system. 1 crore when we say, it will be 10 million in international system. 10 crore, when we say 10 crore, it will be 100 million in international system. Again, we will see the placeholders and the place values. Ones, tens, hundred, thousands, 10,000. Till here, the placeholders will be same. The names will not change. Even values are not changing here. In Indian system, the same value it will show, and in international system also the same value. Now let's see about lakh. When we say lakh, 1 lakh, so how many zeros are there on 1? Yes, 5 zeros. Now we will say 100,000. 100,000 is in international system. Now you count the zeros on 1. How many are there? Yes, it is 5 again. So what we come to know here, what we have understood by this, that though the names of placeholders are different, place values are same. It doesn't change. Go for 10 lakh now. So if you see, when you say 10 lakh, how many zeros are there on 1? 6. Now if I say 1 million, what will be how many zeros will be there on 1 in 1 million? Yes, same again, 6. So what we have learned from this, that only the names are different, of placeholder names are different in Indian and international system, but the place values are same. Similarly, go for crore and 10 crore. If you compare the place values, they remain same. Only the names of placeholders are different. We will go for estimation now. We have learned on number line how to estimate the numbers, how to round off the numbers. For example, here it is shown 0 to 10 number line. So if you can see on your screen 1, 2, 3, 4, this will be round up to nearest 0. That means it will go towards your left hand side. 5 is the middle number on 0 to 10 number line. So if you can see 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 will be round up to tens. That means 5 onwards, all numbers will go towards your right hand side. Now what do you think? why estimation we are learning. How does it will help us in real life? Do you have any examples? Can you give me any examples? So for you, here are a few examples I would like to tell you where estimation we can use or how it is useful to us in our regular life or day-to-day life. So we can use estimation in while going to shop. You are going for shopping, and when you don't know the exact cost, exact price of the things, like suppose you want to purchase a school bag and few stationery with that, like notebooks, pens and all. So how much cash you will carry with you? So you will tentatively, like roughly calculate that I might need 2 to 3,000, and then you will carry that money and you will go to the shop. Isn't it? So in this way, estimation is helping us while going for shopping. Another example we can give us, like it is useful in kitchen while cooking. Ask your mama if many a times she is estimating like how much, even though the recipes are ready, the proper measurements are given, many a time she is using estimation, like she is tentatively like guessing. So this is one example. Another is about time management. Now time management means suppose you are getting ready for your school and bus is about to come to your stop. So you tentatively calculate that you need suppose 1 hour to get ready. So you calculate like 10 minutes you need for taking bath, 10 minutes you need for your small breakfast and so on. So this is your mental calculation you do. It is within you how to manage the time. So actually what are you doing here? You are estimating the time, tentatively fixing a time for your preparations to get ready for the school, and you reach to the bus stop before the bus arrives. Another example we can see about distance. You can estimate the distance also. Suppose I ask you how much is the distance from your school to your home. Many of you are not knowing actually the exact kilometer. But if you are staying near the school, you might say, ma'am, it is 2 or 3 kilometers. That means you are estimating. Those who are staying far away from the school, they might say, ma'am, it is 7 to 8 or 9 kilometers. So this way the estimation helps us in day-to-day life. I am sure that you all must have using this guessing. Estimation is guessing, or approximately we are telling the number. Next is we will see about the word problems. We have to follow few steps. If you follow these steps, it will be very easy for you to solve the word problems. For you, it's not a new thing. Since last 2 years, we are doing this. So step 1 is to read your word problem very carefully. Suppose you don't understand in first round, you read it again. One more time you can read. So 2 or 3 times you can read your word problem properly. Second step, you have to underline the important information given in that. You have to underline the important information. Like whatever is told, what is given, that you have to underline. These are your keywords which will help you to decide to do any specific operation. Step number 3. Now, while reading and while underlining the word problem, in step number 3, you are actually deciding that what operation you are going to do. So you can decide whether we have to add, subtract, multiply or divide. Step number 4. Now choose your strategy. Means what? There are many methods to solve the sum. So you can choose your own method. You can use your own strategy. You decide which method you will follow. Then step number 5. You have to start for solution. You have to solve. Use your method and solve. Once you solve the sum, step number 6. What you will do in step number 6? After solving the sum, go back to the word problem. See what is given, actually what is given that you have written properly. Then what is solved is correct or not, what they have asked. That only you have solved or you have solved something else. That you have to check. Check your work. After that, you are ready with your final answer. You will write the final statement. So I am sure if you follow these guidelines or steps, word problems are very easy for you to solve. Here I am sharing few keywords which will be helpful while solving the word problems. If you can see on your screen, addition, subtraction, multiplication and division is shown. And in that few keywords are shown which will be helpful to understand which operation we need to do for the specific word problem. For example, for addition, if the word problem offers addition operation, so how do you understand? So reading by these words which will reflect in your word problem, such as plus, altogether, total, and combine, add, sum, increased by, more than, together, added to, in all, make. So these are the few keywords when it will reflect, when it will be there in your word problem. So easy to understand that this word problem is of addition operation. You need to do which operation? Addition. Let's see for subtraction now. Which words can reflect in word problem? Subtract, take away, given away, gave, decrease by, minus, shared, fewer, less than, difference. Difference is a very common word when they ask you to find the difference. So that word problem is of subtraction operation. Less than. So these are the keywords for subtraction. Let's see for multiplication. For multiplication, which are the words? Multiplied by, increased by, factor, multiple, double, triple. Double means 2 times. Triple means 3 times. What is for one time? Once. Once means one time. So the time word, times, how many times? It will indicate that word problem is of multiplication. So these are the keywords for multiplication. One more is their product word. Product means what? Like when you multiply a number by another number, whatever answer you get, that answer is known as product. Let's see for division what we have here. The words like divided, dividend, divided, quotient, divisor, half, or share equally, percent, split up, ratio of. These words indicates division. What is commonly used? That share equally. Equal word is there in division word problems. So I'm sure when you use these guidelines or when you see these keywords and when you follow the steps for word problems, it will be very easy for you. Thank you. Thank you.